So we're going to take the derivative of 4xy minus 3y squared equals 2x. Since this would be difficult to solve for y, we'll use our implicit differentiation. So using our implicit differentiation, first thing I notice here, because I have an x times a y, this requires product rule. So the derivative of this first part, I'm going to leave the 4x alone times the derivative of y, which is dy dx. Now we have to finish off our product. Now we're going to leave the y alone times the derivative of 4x, which is just 4. Because we're thinking of y as an implicit function of x, anytime we take the derivative of a y, we have a chain rule, hence the dy dx. Minus, now we'll do the derivative of 3y squared. So at first glance, we'll do it like normal. It's a power rule. So 6y to the first, bring the 2 down, decrease the 2 by 1. But because we're also going to multiply by the derivative of the inside, which is y, we have to multiply by a dy dx. On the right-hand side, all we have is 2x. The derivative of 2x is 2. If we did do the same thing we're doing with the y, we'd have dx dx, which is 1, so we wouldn't show it anyways. All right, what we're going to do, we have two terms with dy dx in it, and that's what we want to solve for. So we're going to keep those on the left-hand side, and we're going to subtract a 4y from both sides. So that'll get rid of it over here. Over here, on the right-hand side, we end up with 2 minus 4y. Now here's why we did that. Now the remaining two terms have dy dx in it, so I can pull that out front. Dy dx, and what's left? 4x minus 6y to the first. We don't have to write the first. And the only thing we get left with is to divide. So we're going to divide both sides by 4x minus 6y. 4x minus 6y. And there's our dy dx equals 2 minus 4y over 4x minus 6y. Now I notice there's a factor of 2 in both terms at the top and the bottom. So I can think of it as factoring out 2 from the numerator denominator, or I can think of multiplying by 1/2 over 1/2, since that's just 1. And what I end up with is 1 minus 2y over 2x minus 3y. And there is our final simplified derivative.